like, comment, share, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Alright y'all, I'm back with some new content. This video features Velvet. Guys, please be sure to drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Alright y'all, let's get into this video.
Hey y'all. I wanted to get in here and express some of my emotions about certain things. Like Eliana's going to school today. Good morning. I just wanted to touch on some topics because you guys watched my journey for 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, it's going on 7 years. You guys have watched my journey. And to see Eliana go off to school, it's good to see you. To see Eliana go off to school is like huge. That's huge. And I know a lot of you guys got to know me from a certain part of my life where I was like not really advocating to put my children in public schooling. I wanted to homeschool my children. I was extremely vegan. I lived my life in a very extreme way, right? And I just wanted to get on right here, right now, to talk about some of the shifts in my mental state and why I may have chosen, to do certain things and take a different route.
Alright y'all, go on ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
Remember when I was pregnant with her? I remember when I was pregnant with her. I put Ivy to sleep right there. I put Ivy back to sleep because it is extremely early. And after I put Eliana on the bus, my world stopped because I'm used to having Eliana around me so much, like day in and day out. And to not have her presence be around is just different. I'm not sad or anything, but it's just different. And so I found myself trying to process and adjust that. And there are so many things for me to do. I have so much to do, but I can't necessarily do them because for me, as a person, I have to prioritize certain inner healing before I can start just doing things, because I don't like to do things unintentionally. I don't just like to mull over things. So I took my time to think about what was the first thing that I wanted to do after sending Eliana off to school. And I was like, maybe I should talk. That's one of my strongest gifts ever, is speaking. And especially speaking my heart. Whether people understand me or not, I'm able to translate how I'm feeling. At least I feel like that. So, let's get into it. The way that I feel about public schooling, the way that I feel about the world, right? I know you guys have been under the impression that I was taught to think a certain way by her father. I was taught to, just raise her in a certain way. But realistically, I want you guys to realize that I am a whole entire person. He was only a portion of my life. And I was exposed to a lot being in that relationship with him. But prior to getting with him, I also went to school. I also was in public schooling. My brothers and sisters were also in public schooling, my friends. So I grew up in that setting. So I have a very good understanding of what to expect, what not to expect, how to move, how not to move. And for me, when I was growing up in public schooling, I could not stand the fact that they weren't teaching me everything that I needed to know and lying to me all at the same time. So by the time I was in 12th grade, I became really frustrated with the schooling system, and I was super depressed on top of home issues. But I was enrolled in AP classes. I was like one of the smartest students that was around, but I would dumb it down. I wouldn't do my work. I wouldn't do my homework. I would fail tests because it just was frustrating for me. So eventually, I decided to go off to college. I had to work to go to college. So when I went to college, I was also one of the greatest students. Like, what I majored in, I was passing. But when it came to math and history, things like that, it just didn't resonate with my spirit. So I was discouraged a lot. A man was not my initial thought for leaving college or school. It was the way that the school system was set up. So for me, when I was exposed to Eliana's father and a different way of thinking and different way of life, my mind had never went as far as to living in nature to that extent. Even though I was studying agriculture, I knew that I wanted to farm. I knew that I wanted to, raise my children off grid. I knew that I wanted to homeschool them. I knew I wanted us to be vegan and live that type of lifestyle. But I didn't really understand the depths of it. So when I got exposed to him, I was like, I felt like that was a perfect opportunity for me to express that part of myself. And even though it didn't pan out the way that I thought it was going to pan out, I was able to learn through the process. And what I've learned has been way more valuable than anything that I've taken from any experience being in a public school setting. So for me, putting her in public schooling is not the best, but it's also not the worst. Because me having so many responsibilities, about to have another baby, there's so many different things that's going on, it's beneficial for me to get help in that way from the schooling system, to be able to take a certain load off of me so that I can be able to time manage better, think clearly. There's so much on my plate that I have to cross off. Like, I have a list of things, and sometimes it's really hard to get those things done when you are a full-time mother on top of being an entrepreneur, and it's just really hard. And some people are even in partnerships and it's hard. So I took my due diligence. I did my due diligence to make sure, I trusted what was coming to me as far as the school she was put in, her teachers and things like that, because I pray over me and my children a lot. So,
all right, y'all. If you haven't picked up your copy of Greatness is a Habit, authored by Aaron Dixon, otherwise known as True. Many of you know him as True. He is an ex-Carbonation member, and he's authored this amazing read. If you are interested in self-development and growth, this book is a good one for you. It's available on Apple Books for $1, guys. I got my copy and I love this book.
So what was coming to me, I trusted in, and I did my due diligence to look over paperwork and visit the school and do these different things to make sure that I wasn't just putting my child anywhere. Now, this is the thing. This is the other side of the coin. Her father was a person that we all know to claim that he is the master at healing generational curses. And I just want to let this be known. The way you heal generational curses is not by perpetuating them. It's not by having children and then continuing the cycle. Whether you're with the parent or without the parent, you can't continue the cycle. Whether we notice or not, amongst each other or behind closed doors, We all have an individual responsibility within our bloodlines to know what cycles we need to stop so that we don't pass that on to our children. I have been through it, so I understand it. And for Eliana, when it comes to her bloodline and being connected through me and her father, I realized that her father was neglected way more than me, to the point where he was adopted, to the point where he was in juvenile for years because he was a delinquent and just out there in the streets. He didn't have adults that cared for him. I mean, like, truly cared for him. And that was a weak spot, for me. So with Eliana, and because he didn't want to change, and because he didn't want to take the time to heal himself and slow himself down, I took the time to slow my life down without him, to be able to raise Eliana in a better environment, because at a certain rate, he started to perpetuate the same traumas that he had growing up as a child onto Eliana. He became very extreme. He did not understand the value of taking one step at a time, because healing generational curses is not going to happen overnight. You have to take one step at a time. You have to think about all of the years, all of the generations that have been through the trauma, and now we're in a generation, the first generation, to be able to stop these cycles. You have to take one step at a time. So with Eliana, I feel like through her father, her having her father's DNA genes, through her, me loving her, giving her certain experiences that he had and making them better, is a part of healing generational curses. This is a sacrifice that I have to make as well. So it's not like I'm just doing it just to make a point. This is something that has come to the surface for me that I've had to consciously choose to do because of the circumstances, because of the situation. It's not what you do, it's how you do it. So with Eliana, I'm going to make sure, because I do have divine knowledge of self, I'm going to make sure that when she is in public settings, when she is in the world, I'm going to be equipped and able to give her the knowledge and the information that I know from the experiences that I've learned, to re-educate her, and just put her mind in a place where it actually needs to be. Because the reality of it is, whether she's in public setting or where she's in a homeschool setting, she is going to be exposed to this world. All of our children are going to be exposed to this world. We cannot shelter them from what's out there. They're going to become their own adults one day, teenagers one day. They're going to be exposed to a lot. The only thing that parents are here to do is guide them, teach them, give them and share the wisdom with them that we learned. And that is what I aim to do. And
I'm very happy that Eliana is in school. She definitely needs to be around other children her age. And Velvet is having another baby, so I don't know where she'd find the time to homeschool her.
what I aim to do. And I'm not in a race or in a rush or in comparison to any mother out there, any other person who's doing this and who's doing that, because I see a lot of mothers are like homeschooling, and that's great, and I love that, and I wish I could do that, but right now it's just not realistic. But I'm also not going to beat myself up and wish that I had that, because that's what that woman had. So congratulations to her, and I hope that everything works out for her and her children. But in the meantime, I'm going to focus on my situation and my children and think about what's best for what I need to do with my circumstances. So I have found a sense of peace with sending her off to public schooling, because I have already given her as much information that her little brain can compute as of right now, to be able to equip her in an effective way to be able to handle herself and handle other children when she's out there. I'm not saying that she's going to be like the utmost greatest, but she does have some sense. And excuse me. She does have some sense. So I'm already an active, engaged parent. So when she comes home, it's just gonna be the same thing that, you know, I'm really stuffy right now. I'm just like going through so many emotions. So when she comes home, it's just gonna be the same thing that it was, you know, before she left. So I'm just gonna take my time every day when she gets home to look over what she's learned, how she's learned it. You know, I'm going to even write questions down to ask her, because I know sometimes as parents we forget. But I'm going to write certain questions down to ask her, you know, just to make sure she's not getting bullied, make sure the teachers are respectful, make sure no one's hitting her, make sure she's not hitting anyone else, you know, because if I ever find out that happened, they're going to see the New Orleans come out of me. But anyway, the thing is that we're here to create better circumstances for our children. Whether that means that we have to recreate, not even recreate, or, you know, but we're put in a position where we have to simulate, be in a simulated experience that was congruent or parallel to our lifestyles or childhoods and foremothers' lifehoods and stuff like that. We just have to make the best decision that we can in that moment moving forward.
All right, y'all, go ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
Like I said, there's so much information out here that we can all learn about how to do it, when to do it, why to do it. But that takes time. Like this world is changing as we speak. This is the shift, the current shift. So we can't expect for everyone to be able to do the same things at the same time. You can't look at me and say, well, you can homeschool her because you can have this resource and you can have this resource and you can send me all the people in my DM who have homeschooling curriculums. But at the end of the day, I have to factor in certain circumstances that I cannot overlook, that hinders me. Like, it not even hinders me, but blocks me in a certain aspect from homeschooling in the most effective way possible. I'm not going to sit up here and act like I'm just like extreme superwoman mom. Like, no, I'm not. I am a great mother. I believe in myself. I think that I'm an amazing mother, but I need help. Like, I need help. And if I get that from my mom, my sister, or teachers that I trust, or, you know, other avenues that I might put her in, like dancing or singing or acting or whatever it may be, even if it's a play date. If I feel like that's somewhere healthy for my child to be, then I'm going to utilize that resource so that I can get done what I need to get done. And that's just as simple as it gets. Everybody's going to live their life the way that they live their life. Everybody's going to have the experiences that they have. But we're not comparing over here. Let's just be quite honest. We're not comparing. I have a lot of wishes. I have a lot of dreams. But I have to be able to put one foot in front of the other. I have to build a foundation first. I have to do so many things first before I can, you know, really see that come about. So that's just how I feel. You know, I'm not going to be one of those moms who put my child in the in the public school and then neglect them and be like, oh, your teacher's teaching you, so the hell with it. No, I've had my own public school experience. Those teachers are not teaching these children everything that they need to know. And they're lying to them, by the way. So
I really wish she would elaborate on what these teachers are lying to the children about.
To them, by the way. So I have done my due diligence. and still am doing my due diligence to educate myself on certain things about life and history and all of these different things that we need to know as melanated beings and all races of life, just a human race, period. And that I'm able to understand it and give it to Ellie when she needs it. I don't have to think about crossing all of those bridges at one time. This shit, no. I would stress myself out thinking about all of the shit that I gotta teach Eliana. I'm going to take it one day at a time, one moment at a time. I'm going to utilize the resources that I have. And if I don't have the resources, I'm going to find them, period. So with that being the case, after I sent her off, y'all, I'm not gonna lie. After I sent her off, my body just started expelling stuff. Like, I don't know how to explain it. Like, I guess because her dad was such an influence in my life to the point where my mind, like, I couldn't ever see myself putting Eliana in public school. I could never see Eliana doing certain things. But now that I'm away from him and his influence, and, you know, I'm just like free from it all, I'm able to make my own decisions. I'm able to put one foot in front of the other the way that I see fit. It's just different, you know. I'm still shedding. I can feel myself still shedding, you know, that part of me. And I'm happy with where I am. I'm happy with the outcome. I'm just ready to keep going, you know, and that's just what it is. I have a lot of stuff to do today. Right now, I'm just going to slow myself down again. Some ways I slow myself down is by breathing. That is actually helpful for me, beneficial, especially for the pregnancy. So I breathe, and sometimes I listen to certain tunes.
All right, y'all, going ahead and drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Thank you guys in advance.
To slow my mind down. I'm going to be doing some affirmations right now, and I'm going to light some Palo Santo, and I'm going to pray, and then I'm going to write 5 things today, 5 or 6 things down today that I absolutely want to get done, to make the day easier for myself moving forward. And I'm going to accomplish all 5, 6 of those tasks today. And I'm going to congratulate myself at the end of my day. And I'm going to receive my child when she comes home from school. And I'm going to connect with her and just keep it moving, you know. But I appreciate all of you guys. I appreciate all of you guys' support. There has been Instagram aunties. There are Instagram aunties who ask me for wish lists for Ellie and Avi. I have put Ellie and Avi's winter wish list in my bio. So if you're interested in that, if you were an Instagram auntie who asked for that, the link is in my bio. I know I get a lot of hate because I do that. People say you're a beggar, you're a scammer, and all these different things. But I never do anything unless somebody asks. Because the way that I grew up, I will go find the resource. That's who I am. I'm a person that will figure it out. You know, as far as asking, I only ask certain people, certain places, certain things. You see what I'm saying? So for you guys to be so open after everything that I've been through, still here to support and wish me well and wish me luck, is just absolutely amazing. So why would I limit the blessings that's coming to my children at the end of the day? Because it's not like I made a wish list for myself. They don't have now one thing on that wish list for me. Everything is for Ellie and Avi, for the winter, for the rain. It is very valuable things that they can use moving forward into their adolescent years. So with that being said, I'm not gonna limit my children of their blessings because you think that I'm a beggar or whatever the case may be. I really could care less about that. But yeah, link is in my bio. But outside of that, guys, there is a huge update. We do know the gender of the baby. The dad is not involved. I have completely blocked him. He has to stay far away from me. I have nightmares about him. And this is one thing.
Velvet, Solar, aka Courtney, aka Nature Boy Jr., has already told everybody that you're having a girl.
The baby. The dad is not involved. I have completely blocked him. He has to stay far away from me. I have nightmares about him. And this
I wonder what kind of damn nightmare she having about Solar, aka Courtney, aka Nature Boy Jr. Now y'all know I had to run this part back, right?
blocked him. He has to stay far away from me. I have nightmares about him. And this is one thing that I've learned about myself, which I will start implementing in some of the services that I offer. I'm going to be revamping some of the services that I offer and become more consistent with it so you guys know what to expect from me. But I've learned about myself that when I have a dream, I need to take that shit serious. Because I've had so many dreams that were like telling me stuff. Every dream that I have is like prophetic. So when I have these dreams, they come true. And I'm just like, what it, like, sometimes, most times I ignore them. But I'm not going to be ignoring my dreams anymore. And with this baby's father, like, he is extremely toxic. He wants everybody else to believe that they're toxic. And he's not, he's just like another Eliana's dad. Like, I don't have time for it. I'm not doing it again. Like, he got to stay over there. Like, involved, not involved, I could give a shit. But what I do know is that this baby is going to be healthy. This baby is healthy, chunky, by the way. This baby is going to come out blessed by all means necessary, and I'm not losing out on anything. So with that being the case, I will be updating you guys and having a mini virtual gender reveal. I do want to go live on YouTube because I want to start getting my subscribers and my views up on YouTube because I like YouTube, and it's actually a good way for me to draw in revenue and income for myself being an entrepreneur, due to the fact that I do have an online social media following. So if you guys are interested in following my content and watching some lives that I do on YouTube, because I'm going to eventually stop doing lives on here and just go on YouTube. So if you guys are...
Y'all, she's still on the struggle bus with her YouTube channel. She's only got 404 subscribers.
And just go on YouTube. So if you guys are interested in that, the link, my YouTube link is in my bio. My Facebook link is in my bio. My TikTok link is in my bio. Everything is in my bio. So once I do the gender reveal, I'm going to be updating the baby's registry link in my bio as well, because you guys have asked for that as well. So, yeah. Moving forward, guys, this is like a different portion of my life. Like, I'm 26. I'll be 27 in February. I literally, like, I've learned everything that I needed to learn in an efficient amount of time. I'm not about to be going back and forth with none of these niggas, like, period. Like, they get their shit together, cool. Congratulations to them. But they've already stepped on so many boundaries over here that I'm just like, nah. Like, I don't even feel safe around them, let alone my children. So with that being the case, I'm just going to keep it at that. And I'm going to move forward with my life and provide the best lifestyle that I know my children deserve, because what the fathers are trying to give them is not the life that they deserve. And I wholeheartedly believe that. And I will stick to that. And I will keep it moving. And I will give them the life that they deserve to have.
All right, y'all. Go ahead and drop me a comment. Smash the heck out of that like button and share. Thank you guys in advance.
So, with that being said, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for listening to me. Thank you for supporting me. Thank you still being here for me after everything that I've been through, and not judging me. Some people have judged me. Some people have apologized. Some people haven't judged me at all. But at the end of the day, you guys are watching me go through it. You guys are watching me learn, and you guys are watching me grow from it. So I hope that I'm an inspiration to anybody out there who may be going through the same thing or experiencing some of the same things. And for you to know that you can do it too, even if you are heartbroken, even if you are feeling like you're at wit's end, just know that there is a light at the end of the tunnel, and you'll be fine. You'll be okay. As long as you're making the right decisions for you and your children, and even if it's just you alone, if you're making the right decisions for you and you're listening to your inner wisdom, your inner guidance, your intuition, and aligning yourself with the Most High, praying and stuff like that, you'll be fine. I'll also be giving some advice because a lot of people ask me questions about where my strength comes from, and like so many people are eager to understand certain things about me. There are certain things that I do on a daily basis and even on the monthly cycles that keeps me covered by the Most High. Like, you guys have watched me been through very dangerous situations, but there's a reason why I'm protected. I have a covering over me that extends beyond me, and I just keep it up, you know. So I keep replenishing that covering that's over me. So the Lord has been able, the Lord, God, the Most High, whatever you want to call it, you know, has given me an avenue, has given me the wisdom, it has given me the strength to be able to cultivate that understanding into a physical form to share with the public, to share with you. So if you guys are interested in some of that as well, that will be available shortly. But I have to first put one foot in front of the other to be able to get that to you guys. So with that being said, like I said, I appreciate you guys, and until next time, and I hope that you guys have a great day. Congratulations to all the children who started school today. Prayers to them, covering and protection over all of the children in the nation, the whole entire new generation, because there is a shift, and I believe that our new generation is going to be able to just make this world a different place to live in, to be in, and to see. So Lord, I just ask that you protect all of the children that's out there and cover their minds, their ears, and their eyes of anything that's misinformative or undereducating to their own psyche, and just keep them covered. You know, just keep them covered in health and protection and bliss and understanding and prosperity and joy and peacefulness. Lord, just please take away the trauma from this world. God damn. And I know some people be like, why are you cursing? You praying? Like, sometimes it gets that real. Like, it really does. And that's just a whole other topic. But nothing is coming out of my nose. It's just stuffy. Like, all of this is just stuffy. But I'm going to go write down my list, and I'm going to go accomplish my goals. So until next time, I love you guys. Later.
Alright, y'all. I hope y'all enjoyed this video as well as my commentary. Please be sure to drop me a comment, smash the heck out of that like button, and share. Guys, I want to give a warm welcome to all of my new subscribers. Hey, y'all. Welcome to the channel. To all of my OGs, my day ones, my ride or dies. Y'all already know what it is. Big up yourself. We in the building with it.